Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a very quick and easy everyday makeup look. So for my makeup today I only used the products that I'm using every single day when I'm running late or if I don't want to spend more than 5-10 minutes on my makeup. So for my complexion I'm using a makeup brand that I really love, which is Iredale. So I'm using the Purepressed powder as my foundation. I love this powder, it's very easy to use. You grab a kabuki brush like this one, a little bit dense, and you do circular motion and your foundation and your base is done in like 1 minute. So it's very easy. I think the finish is very natural. It doesn't bring me more acne or more blemish, so I'm very happy with it, and it's very luminous in terms of powder. And in terms of long lasting, it's okay. It's not a mattifying foundation, so I have a combination skin, so I get oily, but you know, I accept that. I just take tissue and I remove the excess of oil during the day, and I just do a little touch up during the day if I need to, and that's fine for me. For my eyes, I am only using creamy products. As you know, I am in love with creamy products. First of all, because they are very easy and simple product to use. You can use your finger to apply them. That's why I love them so much. The one I'm using all over my lid is from Burberry, and this is the shade Pale Copper. It's like a creamy eyeshadow in a pen. Very easy to use. And to create a little bit of a shadow under my eyes, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. And the shade is Taupe. So it's just to create a little ombre under my eyes, because I really love to do that. So for my eyes it's pretty basic and pretty simple. And for my lips I am using one of my favorite formula for lips. If I don't want to do a really bold lips, I love to use my crushed lip color from Bobbi Brown. So I have a new shade. Actually I used to have this shade but I lost it, so I just want it back. So that's why I went to the shop to buy a new one. So this shade is Cranberry. In one of my last videos I was using Beige, which is more a nude lipsticks. This one, there is a little bit of brown and a little bit of red in it. So it's like my lip color but more intense. So we can see that I have some color, but it's still very natural for me, in my opinion, and I really love the formula. Again, it's very light in terms of texture, it doesn't slip away, and it gives me the good amount of color, and at the same time it's a little bit transparent. So I really love that lipsticks, and I'm a big fan of this range of lipsticks from Bobbi Brown. So if you want to see this quick and easy everyday makeup look, just keep on watching. So I start with my Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer. I have the shade Beige, which is more on the yellow side, but it's great for my skin and to cover my dark under eyes. So the way I love to use this concealer is to grab some formula on the top of my hand, to warm the formula on with my fingers and to apply it with my fingers. I really love that way. I push the formula on my skin so we can't see some texture on my skin, and with what I have left I apply some product all around my eyes. Moving to foundation, I'm using my Iredale Pure Pressed Mineral Foundation. I have two shades today, Golden Glow and Radiant. So Golden Glow was my summer shade, but I'm running out, as you can see, so I will mix it a little bit with my Radiant, but I will apply more Golden Glow because I still a little bit tan. And I apply with this powder foundation with my kabuki brush from Bare Mineral. I really love that powder, I really love that foundation. I push the pigment into my skin, I do some circular motion with my kabuki brush, it blends perfectly with my skin, it gives me the coverage I want. You can blend it, it's very buildable. This is why I love also that foundation. It's very quick, very easy, very luminous. It's by far my favorite mineral powder foundation. To conceal my blemishes, I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage in the shade SC3. It's my favorite concealer for blemish and for acne. I apply it today with my finger because it's an everyday makeup look, and I will be honest with you, I'm not using every day a brush to conceal my blemish. Sometimes I don't have time and I just grab some formula. It's an oil-free formula, so it's great because it's not too greasy. It won't bring me more acne or more blemish, and it covers very, very well. So I really, really love that concealer. And to set the area where I conceal, I grab more Purepressed powder from Iredale with a flat brush from Bare Mineral, and I will apply that powder on the top of the area where I conceal my blemishes with my secret Camouflage. This way it will set and I will make sure my concealer doesn't move. For brows, I'm using the Burberry Effortless Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown, so I always start by brushing my brows. I'm sorry for the shape, it's true that my shape is not perfect at all, but I'm using my serum to make them grow more. So it's a little bit messy, it's a little bit the jungle to be honest, but I have to wait to make them grow before to go back to the institute. So I just apply some formula with my eyebrow pencil where I miss some hair, and I brush everything to make sure it's very natural. To set my brows, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Eyebrow Shaper in the shade Mahogany. I promise you next time I will have a new one. It was a good one, I really loved it. I have it for a long time and it did the job very well. I'm using now the Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Black, so I will use this product to tightline my top water lash line, if it makes sense. So, you know, there is your lash line and you have a top water lash line, and sometimes we can see that it's still white even if you apply some mascara, so I like to have this area of my eyes very black and very intense. That's why I apply this eyeliner just before to do my eyes and to apply some mascara later. For my eyelid, I'm using the Burberry Eyecolour contour. I have the shade Pale Copper, so it's a little bit like a golden shade, a little bit metallic in a way. Very easy to use. You apply the formula all over your lid, and after you blend it with your finger and you create the shape you want and the shape which will match your eyes basically. So me, I like to get a little bit of this almond shape, so I always try to extend my eyes in an almond shape because I like that shape, but you do as you want, of course. And after, I'm trying to get the symmetry between my both eyes, so I will just correct another eyes regarding the other eyes to make sure everything is in a way okay for the day. And for my shadow under my eyes, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Taupe. So it's a nice shape to create a shadow. I love to create a shadow underneath my eyes. I don't know, I find that it gives me this mysterious effect, this mysterious look on my eyes. That's why I love to do that. So I will apply the creamy shadow stick directly from the bullet, and I will blend everything with a detail brush from MAC, and after I will blend again with a flat brush a little bit bigger to make sure everything is well blended. And to add a little bit of definition on my top lash line, I will use my Clarins Eye pencil in the shade Brown. It's a basic brown eye pencil, and I love to use it on my top lash line because it's very easy to blend. And after I will blend everything with the little brush that I have. And if I need to correct the shape a little bit, I love to use my small Muji cotton bud, which is great to correct your eye shape. For mascara, I'm using the Chanel Le Volume Revolution mascara. Last time I was using the sample and I really loved it, so I decided to buy the normal size. It does the job pretty well, very quickly, very intense, lots of volume and very black. To bronze my face, I'm using the Iredale bronzer. It's the shade So Bronze 1. So again, the bronzer from Iredale is very nice because it blends very smoothly into your skin. It gives you this very natural effect. I really love that bronzer for an everyday because on an everyday basis I don't have time, so maybe I am less precise. It's very easier for me to use this bronzer on an everyday basis. And for blush, I'm using the Iredale blush in the shade Whisper. So it's a lovely coral with some sheen in it, so very luminous. I love that blush. The only thing I don't like is that it broke into my beauty bag. And I don't know how, because it's the first time I have a blush which broke into my beauty bag, but this is the truth. So now I'm losing a lot of formula, so I was pretty sad about it. But in terms of formula, I really like that blush. For lips, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Crushed Lip Color in the shade Cranberry. As I told you in the beginning of this video, I am in love with this formula. So easy, so light in terms of texture, you don't feel it. I really love it. That shade is very nice, in my opinion, for my lip color. So it's true that if I can to clean this lipstick before to try it on store, I prefer to try it to make sure the shade will match my lip color, because we don't have the same lip color at all. And after I finish to blend it with my finger to make sure I have a nice and natural finish. And this is the final look. So I really hope you enjoyed this makeup video. I really love to do this everyday makeup look. It's pretty easy, pretty quick. It gives me the finish I want for my skin, so I'm happy with it. And I love to play after with different products for eyes or for lips. So today I used this one from Bobbi Brown. Lipsticks that I love on an everyday basis is the Burberry Kisses lipsticks. So it's a creamy formula. It's more hydrating and more sleep in a way than the crushed lip color from Bobbi Brown. But I love their shade. Burberry, in terms of shade, it's a little bit like Chanel. They don't have the same shade, of course, but they are really subtle and really chic in the way they create colors for their makeup collections. That's why I really love this brand too. And I have the shade Blush, which is a lovely Bois de Rose, and I have the shade English Rose, which is a lovely nude pink shade. And sometimes I mix both of them, or sometimes I just apply them by themselves. And I really love them because it's very quick. I just create the shape really quickly with my finger. Nothing too bold or not a strong shape, just something very natural. So don't hesitate to let me know what you think about this makeup look. I always love to read your comments. Thank you so much for your support and for all your kind comments. And I wish you a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!